What's up, everyone? You are tuned in to the Late Night Channel Eeps. I'm your host, EEPMON, episode 33. So, I have started to compile photos and videos thanks to Haluka, who's been tremendous in taking the behind the scenes of the event. And I'm glad that she did because some of the videos and photos, it's just, it's pretty funny. I mean, in a good way because like there are some scenes where we're like, all right, it's gonna work, right? It's gonna like it's like, well, we're confident it will work, but you just never know, right? Come on, when you have presentation, just a technical setup, even a standard presentation, sometimes or most of the time, for some reason, there are technical difficulties. Could you imagine something with, ensuring that Web3 blockchain and all the stuff and contracts and everything, that's a whole other ball game. That's a whole like magnitudes of level. So KillJoy has been tremendous and what a talent he is, and rightfully so. He is an artist all onto himself, just on the smart contracts and the solidity development. So I want to give him a big shout out for all the hard work that he has put in. And I will tell you that the airdropping and the minting experience was phenomenal. So good job, KillJoy, my co-founder and builder, KillJoy. So yeah, as I mentioned, photos. We're compiling a lot of our photos, and I've started to post them on my stories. And as I reminisce from yesterday, like there are certainly observations and things, and like I've been taking notes on how we can improve and things to next steps and how what we want to do in our game plan and our roadmap. But yeah, so we're excited, and it wasn't until, I'll be honest with you, it wasn't until like 2 days before that I got more of an understanding of uh, the mechanics and how KillJoy deployed the contract. I think it's brilliant. Because when we talk about the design and art and all that, like we have a vision. So we have a vision of the mechanics of how the future of Eat Monkey, how we address the monkey, the accessories and all that. So by just verbally talking about it, of course, at the end of the day, it needs to be translated in code or a format in which that it can adhere to the idea of accessorization and future scalability of the EEPVERS. So I thought I would give you I was looking on OpenSea and I was looking at our like some of the mints, like the Eat Monkey that I got. So I'm gonna share my screen right now. Let's go here. Here we go. So here is these are my monkeys. Let's check out my monkeys. These are my monkeys. And we airdropped the art engine one, which you can see there at the bottom left. Let's zoom in a bit. Now this, as I mentioned several times in several episodes, that the very idea of having Eat Monkey equipped with an accessory is actually a very powerful and novel idea. It may seem simple verbally speaking, but the technology or the underlying the underlying mechanics behind that is actually quite innovative. Yes, innovative, because we're using blockchain technology to create what is called hierarchy or hierarchy of NFTs. So one NFT can essentially, I guess, quote unquote, absorb another NFT, and there's like different, and you can have like different hierarchy and different levels. So you can imagine that potentially we could have, say, a Eat Monkey with a jacket with different patches, and each patch has its own unique properties. That would be pretty damn cool, right? So on that note, let's dive into some more of the. If I go to OpenSea tab, I'm going to the OpenSea tab. So this is my collection, And as you can see, whenever we have one Eat Monkey, KillJoy deployed other NFTs. One is called Eat Monkey Palette, and one is called Eat Monkey Outfit. So what is this? Well, what is this palette? This palette is uniquely attached to Eat Monkey uh, color color scheme. So they are all connected or chained in some way in on the contract code level. Now you notice that the outfit is blank, and the reason why we're going to continue to develop this aspect. But the idea is that if see this art engine drop I got, this hoodie, the exclusive hoodie that you could only get this if you were at the IRL event. And so I apologize for others who are not in Ottawa or Gatineau region. It is what it is, and that's what kind of creates the fun factor of it, right? Now back to I'm digressing a little bit, but so the idea of this Eat Monkey outfit, you can imagine that once one of the monkeys equip it, we're gonna have I foresee a silhouette, like a mannequin Eat Monkey a silhouette, where these attires and different apparel start to you're basically dressing up the monkey. So that outfit, this metadata will be updated to reflect your unique customized Eat Monkey attire. So it could be like, any number of items, pants, shirts, whatever, and it's going to be very unique specifically to the one that you equipped it. So and that in itself is like one entity. However, is at the same time is chained to so many different accessory and properties. For those who are familiar with like more on the gamification and the mechanics behind that, you can see where this could potentially go. So that's really cool. I think that KillJoy did a phenomenal job. I think that was very genius of him to really divvy it up in this respect. But yeah, like it's just so cool. Look at my Eat Monkey. Look at this one. Ooh, this is the metal one. This is the metal one. If I look at the properties, yeah, metal 18%. So yeah, here we go, folks. Here we go. But now that we're officially on OpenSea, because it's basically taking the data from blockchain, we would need to start to populate content, for example, like description, information, website kind of stuff on the OpenSea platform. So, having launched this project, that means more due diligence and more upkeep for data, content, and whatnot. So yeah, it's going to be a very busy and transformative year for me personally, because I have like EEPMON. Of course, I have my EEPMON world, like what I do, and then I have just launched EEPVERS with KillJoy, and I think there's so much momentum and excitement in this world as well. So it's I'm double barrel, man. It's gonna be a really, from here on in, I think there'll be a lot of exciting things, but extremely much more on my plate, our plate. I'm sure KillJoy will be very busy too. So yeah, but I thought I share that with you all because I think this is very, very cool, very cool. You know, and the beauty about all of these is that these are all SVG, folks. These are not raster files. These are scalable vector graphics, which if for those who also are aware, and if you don't, now you know, these are vector graphics, right? SVG, so you can scale these as big as you want, don't lose quality, etc. But what's even more interesting, and I like to think a bit more important, is that if you were to open an SVG file in a text, like a notepad or some sort of text editor, you will actually view the code like it almost looks like HTML code. It's like it's a markup that describes all the points and beziers and fill colors of this character of the graphic of the SVG. So it's all tag based. So this tag based, and it's not just pixel data. I don't want to allude to anything, but if it begins with code, it is all code. We can do some really crazy stuff with these NFTs. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Really cool stuff. Anyway, I'm excited. I don't want to get too excited. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up about that. Back to the main stage. Yeah, I'm really excited about that. Because and the reason, because I'm geeking out a bit, folks, because like I'm a coder myself, right? So I totally get the whole artistry behind the code, and when you could do something and visually and on the code base on equal footing to create some really creative stuff, like that is going to be that's the innovation play. That's the innovation play. We can do it. I know we can do it. I already see and foresee where it can go. Again, like I keep on saying this, but I'll repeat it again. Like KillJoy is really he alluded to this thing. We have the Venn diagram. We have this like diagram. We have this like we meet in the middle where we have our really good expertise, but we kind of meet in the middle where we really can connect. I just think that our dynamic is fantastic. It's incredible. I just know where it can go, and because we work quite rapidly, we can get this. It's like a hackathon equivalent. We can get something really cool out for sure. Yes, I am drinking tea out of this glass, so whatever. Oh, anywho, um, so that's great. I just love looking at those NFTs and just looking at how diving deeper into how he had it all figured out is just quite amazing, quite amazing. Um, so that's that, and you can be sure that this is just the beginning, and I don't know if we didn't really mention this. We should have maybe talked a little bit more about this, but we want to develop a cadence, right? Such that we're going to follow the forced fashion season drops. So what we just did at launch time yesterday was called pre-fall. And then we're gearing up for spring summer 2024, which is coming up. So, no, what am I talking about? Pre-fall. After pre-fall, it's fall. I don't even have my things figured out. After pre-fall, then we're gonna get ready for autumn winter, because the fashion seasons they always work like pretty much like a season before season before or ahead. Sorry, a season ahead. So after pre-fall, we're doing autumn winter drop. After autumn winter drop, I think it's going to be resort, and after resort is spring summer. That's how it works. But yeah, we're gearing up for that. I think it's the autumn winter, which would be another major drop. And I'm thinking out loud here, but this would be EEPVERS 002. So this was 001. So when we move forward and we work on these 4 times a year, we're going to basically quarterly, it'd be like 002, 003, 004, etc. So we want to build that anticipation and expectation. Yeah, spring, summer, and fall, winter are the major drops, and then pre-fall. I mean, this pre-fall is different because it's the inaugural launch, but pre-fall and resort moving forward will be, I would say, probably more casual drops, whatever that be. Drops doesn't necessarily be an airdrop or anything, but just sort of like some sort of special thing, or some item or some IRL thing, whatever. But we'll figure it out. It's still early and nothing's decided yet. But I'm just thinking out loud and just sharing you my ideation process. I get my crazy ideas in the most interesting places. Like I did a crazy run today. I ran about 15 kilometers, and I got some inspiration while running in the forest. I was in a little bit of the forest. I was like, This is the EEPVERS Earth element. But I get my ideations in there. I get my ideations when I'm just like, walking around or even taking a shower. I'm like, oh, I got this brilliant idea. Oh, gotta record it right away. That's what I did. I was kind of strange. I was running and I was like, okay, I need to take notes right away before I forget. So I was like, hey Siri, and then I'm like, okay, okay, my phone turned on because I said that. But then by doing that, I was like, okay, like dictate this. I need to put that on my notes so I don't forget. And then I did that, and probably people were looking at me while I'm like talking to myself really loud. Oh well. Anyway, um, this week is gonna be crazy, folks, because, as I mentioned, the Ottawa Art Gallery is having their annual general meeting, in which I will I'll be speaking in a panel because we haven't officially unveiled my mural yet. So we're gonna do that, and it's really about public art and how that engages and empowers and inspires communities. And that's pretty much the theme of that. And also, I'm doing another art mural or public art piece but not, instead of on a wall, it's actually going to be on the pavement that surrounds the Ottawa Art Gallery's backside, like where my mural is. So since since the AGM's on the 20th, that means we got to get this thing done by Monday or Tuesday. What day is it? What day is Monday or Tuesday? It is on, yeah. So the AGM is on Thursday, and we literally have like 17, 18. We have 3 days to at least have that done. Oh my god! Always down to the wire, folks. But I think we have the files done. Like I worked late night to just ensure that I have all the files ready. Like before the EEPVERS launch, of course. And this morning we got the green light to proceed with printing, but knowing the printers would probably start working like on Monday, so weekends are off limits, I think. Anyway, yeah, so that's that. And then there's more, like EEPVERS continues, and like I said, there's some observations and how we can improve our, even though don't get me wrong, our launch was phenomenal. It was amazing. Okay. But me being a perfectionist, I always think that there is room for improvement, and there are certain things that we can do for next time. And of course, EEPVERS is always evolving, and we're going to be improving and adding more features and functionalities to our EEPVERS universe. So, looking forward to that. 18 minutes in, and I've been rambling. I hope that you are staying in, I don't know what's the word. Hope you don't mind me rambling like all over the place, because that's why I am sometimes. Sometimes I catch myself, I'm rambling so much. I'm like, okay, like, stay back, like take a breather, cool, calm down. But yeah. But I'm just excited. I'm just excited, folks. I'm just excited. That's what it is. All right. Well, Saturday night, where everyone is partying, I'm staying home like a hermit because I'm tired. I am so tired. So I'm going to most likely stay in on Sunday to just try to recover and rest up before the week begins. Another crazy week coming up. Well, thank you for staying this long with me. This is the Late Night Channel EEPMON signing off. Have a great evening, have a great afternoon, and have a great morning wherever you are in the world. Until next time, talk to you tomorrow.